Hello everybody, and as we see we have our rubber train, obviously not a train made out of rubber, but our rubber train being loaded, and we are starting a Satisfactory, but we do have to talk about that white elephant in the room, the Sean Murray. So, yes, what do we do? Right. So, whilst I do the Discord messages, we will catch up on the No Man's Sky situation. We haven't had a emoji of any kind, and there was somebody who pointed out something quite relevant. Let me just type this. So yes, still no emoji, and like I was saying, I did wonder if it would be this week, and if it wasn't this week, would there be some kind of merging which would see it come out later at some point. And the one thing that somebody picked up on takes us all the way back to the 5th anniversary of No Man's Sky, because instead of the usual setup, there was a delay, and the 5th anniversary update came late. Now, they did what they did with the 5th anniversary video, which came out around about the 9th, basically saying, look at this, people, and then a certain number of days later, they posted the update emoji, and it dropped 5 days later. Now, that was, I think it worked out that it was the 27th or something. Trying to remember the dates. So they had the various dates put in place, and therefore, as a result, it was whatever the date it was in September. Now, if we're getting a duplication of that, we had the video celebrating the thing. We haven't had any of the other stuff, but if we are running to that timeline, it means tomorrow we'll get the emoji, and 5 days later the update comes out. So it's actually going to be the beginning of September. But, and it gets complicated, so the same person then also pointed out that there could be a delay of a further week, which they think is possible, for other reasons. I wish I could remember their name, because I would link them in the description, so everyone could go and see the reasoning behind their decisions, and see why it's feasible. It is feasible what they were talking about. So it's either this coming week or the week after. I did wonder if it would be delayed a little longer, just because of the merging of two different updates. So rather than getting the 4 updates in the year, we would only get the 3 updates, due to trying to put the big update in between, shall we say. Well, here we are. We'll let the train disappear off again. I'll crack open my drink. Got quite the run into the mist. It's a misty. Oh, I've got one of those weird things underneath my thing. So we've got plastic and rubber, and we're going to add to that. I am going to show what I've been doing nearer the base, but first of all, I've got my checklist down the right hand side, as you can see, and we're basically adding power, because I've got to that point where power is now getting low. So we're going to stick some more oil refineries, because we've got 2. if I come over here and click this one, let's have a quick look. Yeah, so maximum connections are now over the top of what the capacity is, and that is one of the problems. We have 1.6 gigawatts of power, but we're using just more than that in connections, and part of that is the train stations. And we're using, you can see, just over half at any one time, but it does mean it could peak at any point, and that becomes the problem. So, we are gonna, this won't take too long, because it's all nice and tidy. Right. Tell you what I am gonna do. I don't want these wasp things to have a go at me. Wrong button. Oh, that did not work. Okay. Holy crap, that thing does not go down. Okay, we have a problem. It doesn't like that. Right, so whilst I avoid getting myself killed, we're going to put the first of our oil extractions down. And pop that there. Now obviously this one, because this is a pure system, we're actually going to run this to 2 refiners. So if I put, I need to pull you to, I'm hoping I've got enough space to run the pipe work. Right. Yeah. Can I? There it is. No, what are you doing? That did not do what it should have done. That was weird. There we go. Right, and then come on, dude. I know you're pissed because I tried to blow you up. Because just get out of my way, dude. Right. So we're dividing that by 2. I've got a hell of a kink in the butt there. Yeah. So we have to tell this to, we're doing fuel and plastic. Fuel and polymer, I should say, sorry. Let's get that correct. Right, so that should feed both of those, which is good. Now, I need to build a power platform next to this. So each one of these is going to give us this is going to give us 4 power stations, which is obviously so that's going to give us 4 power stations. So we need to run the fuel off one side, and we're going to take all of the polymer and push it over there. So, hello there, Star, working and lurking, good to see you. Right. Now, if I... Yeah, that's not going to work. Right, so the easiest thing to do, I think, is if we organize our power stations Power station, power. It helps because I'm in the right section. Right, because we're adding 8 power stations. So if I put you there, and you there, and then I'll put this one I need to try to organize where I'm starting. So if I'm standing here, and you go there, and then we put you there. Now this is all on level ground, so this one actually becomes easier. Than some of the others. Because as soon as you start having to go uphill, it becomes a problem. Right. I'll just go straight in as one piece. Right. So now we're going to build another platform. This is the fun bit, trying to get all the platforms and everything done. Right. So we're going to put you there, you there. I could use the more expensive pillars, but if I do that, obviously the resources go up, and it doesn't actually give you a huge extra number. It's not like it allows you to put 3 times as many of the things down in place. Right. So what I need to do is supply that with power before I actually hook up the power grid to the thing. So I take that out, and then I will add you to you. Now we need to sort out these, of course. Might tidy up these towers a little bit, because they do look quite pissy, actually. I'm not happy with the alignment. Yeah, I think I'll do. Yes, after having a play around, I have worked out that there is some good things to do once you start getting the coupons. And there's a good way to get easy coupons in this game. Right, so that's those two, that's those two, and that's these nicely positioned. But we can get rid of this walkway now. Right, and what I'll do is now connect these. So, now, what I think I might do is if I hook these up into a single thing, grab a merge, like so. Because I'm going to run these two over here. I think I can run both of these into a single refiner, because that should be 20 a piece. don't know. I'll have to double check. This guy's in the way, which is annoying. But there's a great way to scare them off, because you can't really kill them. So basically you just like throw that onto the ground and they run away, which is cool. Right. Oh. I need to move my car. Right, let's move the car. Right. I'm going to stick down a refiner. Yes, it says 2 refiners. That's it. So let's stick you there. Now I need to increase you to there. And we need to run a pipe from there, and we're going to go. Oh. No, I didn't want to do that. There we go. Now, oops, if I can stand on here without falling off. That one pump over there does technically have extra stuff on it. But if we go here, water. There we go. Then we can. So, I might need a pump for that. I'm going to get rid of these because I don't need those. Right, so I do need the water. Right, I'm going to make. Right, we're going to put you there, you there. Now, if I put power to you, and you go to, can I link onto that one? Yes, there. Right, we've got water going to you. I can put you to there, and we're going to tell this that we now need rubber. There we go. And then from here, we need to get that all the way over there. Right. And if we now have a merge unit on there, we now have that on 2. Yeah. Right. We're already up to pressure on the water. Good. That's working well. Now I need to, I'm going to have to run a power line down here as well. Conveyor first. Put you there and up a notch. Then you up. No, you can't do that. So, yeah, so put you. Right. Now, from there, if I No, don't want you. I want the big one. Just need to make the connection between these two. That wire to that. Now we've got the oil pump and the refinery going. So both of those should hopefully be making, yeah, they're making the appropriate thing. Let me just double check. 30 per minute. Right, so if it's making 30 per minute, that's all right on there. How much rubber does it output? Because that's 60 coming out of those two. It needs 40 to make 20. Right, so in theory I could actually add another, I could split that. Yeah, I think I will. I think I'll split that. I could have done a neater job, but I'll remember for this. This is obviously why I decided to do what I did with the thing there. Right, because I need to reconnect that pipe. So if I do... Let's have a look. What, I've got one refiner left. Oh, I didn't allow for the yes, right. So I just realized where I made a slight boo-boo there. So if I now do a splitter there to there, I want that. No, not that. That's not what I want at all. Go back. Rubber. There we go. And then if I grab the pipe, so now I'm going to remove that pipe. This is where it's going to probably screw up. And we put you to there, and we jump up. And then go back to that one. Right. So that should be pumping enough. Let me just double check. That one's fine. Right. So this one just needs power now. Yeah. Since it needs power, I'm going to have to do this a slightly different way too. And then we can go to merge. And then we hook that to that. So now we've got quite a lot of rubber going through. I'm going to probably have to make some more storage down there. Right, now that that's done, these things are already pumping out power, so it's time to, because they seem to automatically start the moment that you get the thing. So let's check the grid. There we go. So although the blue line went up, We've now basically added another gigawatt. So although our connection has gone up by 200 megawatts, we've actually gained 2 gigawatts of power. One of them is kicking it out every now and then, but that should balance. Let's have a look. Right, put you on standby. Put you on standby. Now the power will drop. And all we're doing is we're gonna let these get up to max, and then once they're up to maximum, turn them back on again. You can see it's dropped to 2.1. It's a bit like bleeding the system. I mean, it does say that we're meant to be 20 per minute. Because if I go over here, this is 240 per minute it's running. Right? That's 240 crude. Now this, if we go in here, it says it needs 60. So anyone who can do math means you can actually run 4 of these extractors off that one thing. And I'm only running 2 off this one at the minute. So I can actually, double each of these? But for now, this is the plastic, this is the rubber one. I will go and sort out the other one. Right, let me just check the feeds on these to make sure these are all looking happy. And they're not. Oh no, hang on, this one is. Right, this one is. This one's at 50. Right, so that's on 50. For this one, why is this one so low? This is the whole point of balancing these pipes. Let's turn that one off. And we'll let this one get a bit higher. So, tomorrow, there's going to be a video. The first of the Twitch replays. So for anyone who didn't see the Sucking Saturday from a couple of weeks back, 3 weeks back nearly, there'll be a Twitch replay coming out tomorrow. And on Tuesday, there will be last Saturday's Twitch replay, where I am joined by #BlameStar and Meow10. So right, so that's all working quite well. So if those are pushing out how much polymer a minute? 30. So that's fine at the minute, but I'll have to increase the belts later. Right. Now that I've done that, I don't have enough copper sheet. Do I have any copper sheet left on here? I do. Good. Right, because the one thing I'm desperate for is plastic. So, I'm going to have to jump this pipe. I'll do some colour coding and everything of the pipes later. But for now, right, we're going to send it that way because we're going to put the power stations over there. Don't get in the way, dude. It's going to get in the way, isn't it? Right, oil extractor. I mean, hang on a second. I could send them that way and that. Oh no, I'll just do it this way. So this one again is a pure, which is good. So from here, I think I'm going to set this one up in readiness for what I want. So if I do refiners, I am going to need a lot of refiners. I will have to go back to base for what I need, but are these going to work? Am I going to have to turn? Yeah, hang on. There. Why did that flip? Oh, I'm on Snappy. That's why I needed to turn it off Snappy because of what I'm doing. Right. Now I can go to. No, I've run out of pipe. Burger! Okie doke. We will have to make a quick pit stop back to base. And make sure we've got enough for everything we need, because we're going to need... I'm only going to put 4 there for now, but we will get the rest. Drive over the train lines and hope the train isn't coming. Well, actually, a train is coming, but it's the rubber train, not this one. Let's just have a look and see what there is in the way of plastic. Not much. I also realised I've not been loading these properly. I need to split it so it's loading through both of those ports. So, yeah, I cocked that up a touch. Look, I could hitch a ride actually on the train as it's quicker. Since it can travel twice the speed of thing, and we've got 2 trains coming backwards and forwards now, so that's good. But each of these need to be double filling instead of single filling. That's the great thing about doing the watching people who are playing things. I mean, technically these could share a line, but until we've got the ability to make signals, because I think we're missing something for signals at the minute. Yeah, we missed the train that went behind it. Too busy looking off in the wrong direction. Like I said, the fact that this can cruise neatly at 120 clicks, and when you go downhill you'll see the speed increase way beyond that of what the tractor unit can do. I'm going to use that bit of water for something as well. And then we literally jump out. So yeah, we talked about where the screws and stuff are being made. I do need to transport some of those screws over to the main base. Then we've got the other piece. I advertised it on... Damn, what did I advertise it on? That's not a healthy move. I think I put something on TikTok actually about it. Because this here is the motor factory, which has already got nearly 300 motors in it, all because it's got these lovely things. Actually, if let's try that without crashing. So we've got one single miner kicking out all of this to make the screws and the rods that push it into there. We've got the buffer point. And this bit here takes metal pipes, which unfortunately I do have to stack manually. Sorry, a minute. We've got a whole copper mine system going on. That's going to give us, we've got two running coils there. We've got that one here, and this is making cable. So we've got plenty of cable. I'm also going to have to add some more storage because my cable storage is low. So whilst we're here, let's do the upgrade on there. Hello Mia, how you doing? Are you having a wonderful day? Hopefully you're having a wonderful day. Right, let's get... Right, so that's increased the storage for that. So yeah, I'll make use of it actually, just to show you the copper mine section. So we've got the copper mine. This is all coming off one mining point, and then it just multiplies. Trying to optimize to a degree, but this is why we put the buffer shipping containers in as buffers. So that way it helps a lot. But yeah, so the copper's mixing with the pipes that then mix with the bits that come from that, and then that's where you get your motors. Hello there, Atlas, how you doing? Throwback Thursdays. Why would you want to throwback Thursdays? Did it do something wrong? I know, terrible joke. That was a terrible joke. But, you know, people don't come here for the jokes. Or if they do, well, that's on you, not me. But I hope everyone's having a wonderful day. The weather has definitely taken a turn. Please feel free to have tacos if required, even though it's a Thursday. Right, I need to... I've got to try to remember where the hell I'm going now. After that, I'm going over here. That's working on that. Good. This is our... Yes, here we go. This is our pipe work. So I'll take take 3 lots of pipes. Now, if I go here, go back down here, I need refiners. I've got to add another... I could position them. So, if I've got the 6 in place, let's have a look. Another 4 power. I could add all of that power, really, couldn't I? It would add a lot of power and mean that we're not having to like mess around later. Right. So rather than I can add another 4 to the other one, but if I just add the 4 to where we're working at the minute, I think I'm going to tidy things up with a couple of these as well. But I should be okay. Right. So we've got the pipe. This should be making encased beams, which it is, because that's good news, because I need encased beams. Do we need more plate? No, we're okay on plate, aren't we? So I'll just grab a single plate and a single one of them. Oh, I should have picked up motors. That's just typical. I should have picked up motors while we were over there. It wasn't just a case of, oh look everybody, motors. You know. Right, so we've got the copper. Quicksilver's over here. I need to expand the quick wire. Quicksilver. My God, you see No Man's Sky getting on the brain again. And rubber's on site, so I don't need to worry about that. Let me just double check. I've got plenty of concrete. You know. I don't know about everybody else, but whenever someone says, don't worry, we've got plenty of that. How many of you have had that time when it's like, well, actually, I should have picked something up? So, what I do need to do is add something for making the pieces of equipment, which are for the objective phases. Now, do we have a computer maker? And so we need to make computers because computers are made to use other things. I think I've got something for making the, what are they called? Have I run out of room? I've run out of room. You silly person. Right. We solve this by dumping stuff. Don't need that either. I've got a sloop in here as well. And I'm carrying a hard drive. My God, what have I been doing? Right, let's take 3 of them. So, yes, I mean, we've tidied up some of our wiring, but I need to use some of those towers because those towers allow you to string more power and give you throughput pieces. Oops, hang on a minute, I need to... Right. Yes, I was saying at the beginning, somebody came across a very useful thing to do with. They'd noticed that things might be running more in line with the 5th anniversary, where they put out a 5th anniversary update, just like there was the 5th anniversary video, the 10th anniversary video. Then they started talking about the actual update, which means that the earliest things would happen would be tomorrow for the emote and next Wednesday for the update, but it could be the following week. But looking at the maths, if it follows the same thing, it will actually be tomorrow that we get the update. Not the update, the emote. I just realised I need some way of getting up there. From down here. Luckily, shipping containers, if you're using them, have ladders that allow you to climb up. And then you just need to, like, jump up, like so. Okay, nobody there. Wait, is there a train on its way? Yes, there is. Look, they even passed. So we've got... Oh, great. I called the trains train. Where are you going? I'm moving out the way because I don't know which train this is now. Oh, it's on this line, so yeah, I definitely don't want to... let me just... there we go. So this is the plastic train. So like I say, I do have to... I'm not producing enough just at the minute, but I need to up the number of conveyor belts. I'm only using one of the 2 that are capable of the in and the out. That was a glitch. That was definitely a glitch. Yeah. But yes, the Quicksilver thing, somebody was saying that because there's a lot of people being I was wondering if that was going to set off there. There's a lot of people been talking about the dates and the times and things. But like I say, this other person was talking about was something that I don't know anyone else who's actually mentioned it, about what happened on the 5th anniversary, which obviously the 5th was a big deal. So yeah, it's the case of watch this space and let's see what happens. Will an emote come out tomorrow? I mean, for anyone who thought it was coming out in the first week of July, well, that was far too early by most people's reckonings, I think. I did wonder if it was going to be last week or this week, but of course, it was neither. But after seeing this guy who did this whole thing about it, I do feel that it's a potential for the emoji to come out. In which case, it means that next Thursday we will be in Cosmos. And we will have some fun giggles in Cosmos and see what we can do. I'll probably have to rebuild the whole plastic refining bit. Right, so we are putting in 2 more refiners. Like so. And because that can pump what it can pump, I need to this should literally run downhill. Without too much bother. As we're here, we'll oh, thank you. If you get stung by one of them, you lose 1 block of health. Ouch. Okay. Right, now I need to work out how I'm going to do the power, because that could get messy. Right, so those are going to feed off the resources. And we need to go there for power and there for power. This could be a problem for power, couldn't it? Each one of them is going to have to go up and send stuff over there to be sorted. So we can put power stations here. Each one of them is going to feed 2 power stations. So, 4. There isn't really that much of a click. You'll be back. Okay. No problem, Arnie. That's going to give you polymer, 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 polymer. So if we go in here, we want fuel and resin. Fuel and resin. Fuel and resin. Fuel and resin. Now you could set it to just fuel if you wanted to. The downside of that is that you lose the fact that you can make the plastic, and it doesn't give you any extra fuel. So yeah, weird. Right, power stations. Nope, that was a power line. Let's try that one again, shall we? Right, so if I go there, we're going to have 4 power stations. 1, 2, 3, 4. And we go back to here, and each one of these runs off a feed. Try to get that approximately in the middle. I desperately try to do everything I can to balance the pipes, because I've noticed just how much of a pain it can be otherwise. Right, and then we'll go pipe. Right, well, that actually goes through that without too much bother, so that's alright. That goes there. Now, so that's great for them. We'll start with this side, actually, we might as well. Should I just try to use the big pylons at this point? No. No. Right. So, we'll need to put another one over the other side in a minute. So, we're going to run that, to that, to that, and then run it to a middle piece. We can then run that power station and that power station to that one. We won't connect it just yet. Right. This will be the biggest power boost yet. Right. Pop you there, and then you to there, and then you to there. Right, so they're ready to be connected up once I've got that underway. And then we've got all the workspace we're going to have to do. Right, I'm probably going to have to do some jiggle-jaggle. Right, so the power, that one's extracting and goes this way to run through that because of those two power stations, and then it's all going up over there. Right. Okie doke. Before I actually run that, I'm going to conveyor belt, conveyor belt. That's already a level 2, I'm guessing. That's a level 2. That's already a level 2, right. So what I need to do, and that comes all the way, this isn't a complete mess actually, looking at how I've gone and popped this in. Just out of interest, this is a normal, so what does it say this one outputs? 120, and it takes 60, so I could run 2 off this one. Right, so I'm going to redo this area, which I'll do later. Right now, we need to redo this so I can get to that bit of platform, try to tie in this mess that we have. Because I'm going to have to run another one to there and one to there. And that is really, that's really messed up. I could put the thing there and run it over here, couldn't I? Have a look. Right. Power. Get it there. Right, so that's that way around. That's probably actually completely wrong. Let's take that out. So it keeps turning depending on how... Right, we'll do that. Because these work with a nice little twist. Like so. Now that now can connect over here. Because you can see the tower there. So, tell you what, for ease, I'm going to build a random thing over there so I can get part of this correctly set up. Because one of the problems is trying to make sure everything aligns. And when I do the reorganization of the area, right, let me now go to 4. Because now when I do the retidy later, it means that everything will fit. Right, now we take power, we hook it to, we should be able to hook that to that. Did that go the right way? It did, right. So now if I go there to there, now we have the 2 main lines and everything can connect. Well, there's a 3-piece there. So I can actually hook another one over there, which will take care of some of the stuff that's over there. Just takes planning. Yeah, it's takes longer than you think as well, which is a tad annoying, but so actually what I'm going to do, I'm going to take down these like so. Then we're going to it is surprising how long it can take you to do some of these things, but the retidy, like I say, there's one reason I'll do it off stream, is just we all know that it's going to look better when it's done, but trying to reorganize anything when you're trying to do all the working out can take quite a long time. Right, let's zoom up. And then again, we'll go to power. We'll throw another tower in. I'll try to get myself in here without... is that the right way around? No, it's not. that go in? Yes, that went in. Right, so now we hook that one. Invalid aim location, it should fit. No, why? Come on, these are fucking towers. They should be, you should be able to get them. There we go. That's weird. That was weird that that would not allow that. Right. Now, if I put you there, you there, and you there, then each of these can hook into this because this, like I say, it has 3 points. So if I take that one and do that, this one can go to there, have you and you, while you and you go to there, then that's 1. Oh, it's got 4. Right, so we can actually have 4. So these are all hooked up and they're flowing. Right. The power stations aren't hooked up yet. And apparently we've got power and we're running. How about that? Okie doke. So those are running, those are doing that. These are all going to be spitting out stuff. And I think it's 30 per minute. So I can merge these in to 2 lines. If I do that one and that one, and that would go to there, that would go to there, and then we'll just need to do these 2 lines to where they need to be. Obviously we've got, those 2 are going to stall out because they're not having the fuel drained from them. We will need water bringing over, right. So if I thankfully this is quite flat. So this will help me get it all planned out. Right, 1 more row just to be sorted. Right, they are there. Let's turn around. Refiners, here we go. I need 4. So if I put the first one, come on. Yeah, and then 2, 3, 4. Let me just, so each of those are taking 30. $20 plastic. It wants 60 polymer per minute. So according to that, it's going to be sending 60 across. So that's only 2 plastic. That's only 2 of these. Okay, that's only 2 of these apparently. Okay, right. I did. I'll do the maths later. Right. So if I do that, and go 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. I've got the feeling this is far too far, but we will try it and see what happens. Yeah, too long. Oh, that one fits. Okay. For now, we're going to do this a little differently. Because if that one fits, it means that one will fit. Right. We'll just hook up these two center ones for now. Drop of water in here. We're almost there. That's too long. Doesn't like that. Right, let's... Now, can we just run you? I need to... Oh, that did not work well, did it? No, no, no. Come on. Oh, there you go. In fact, what I need to do I just thought I can do this a slightly different way because it will be tidier for this. Right, and then these two are the ones that are going to actually be processing. So we want you to be plastic, you to be plastic. Right. We will need to do something about that pipe because it's going to be in the way of that fuel source. But now what we can do is and then we do a merge. Nope. 30%. We can do a merge. We'll try this one again and get it pointing in the right direction. There we go. Then we do you to put you to there. Now we need to get this over here. This is the really nasty rough and ready version. But now that's going up to there. Let me just double check. I think they're only pushing out 20, aren't they? Yeah, 20 a minute. So that's only 40, so a standard 60 belt will do. So that good news is we'll be getting plenty more plastic. But we now need to dump the fuel because you can see this one's not producing anymore. And it's because of that fuel situation. Just double check the fuel, the power. Interesting. Interesting. Oh, hang on. That's because that hasn't been put into the grid. And neither There's that. Right, now, there you go, 3.6 gigawatts. But now I need to try to work out how to get 4 more power stations in here. I think the easiest thing to do is to skim across. I'm not sure how much room each power station takes, actually, come to think of it. Right, so, because each one of those goes to the thing, so, let me stand on top of here, I might be able to get a better view. Power station. Oh, rubber. Of all of that, I then need to go and get some rubber because apparently I've run out again. Hi, doggo! Those things still don't trust me. Oh, this looks like it's full. Oh, it was full until the train just went and took it all. Ooh. Right. Because it stops loading just because it's easier to do the math when the thing, but that's enough. It should be enough rubber. I'm hoping it's enough rubber. So I can increase that power station over there as well. More power. But yes, for those who either saw the Twitch stream or is interested in seeing the replay, which launches Tuesday, then we will be doing the big walk again at some point. Filling up quite nice, so it's obviously got back pressure. Now I just need to sort out these other two. I'm going to have to reroute this water pipe. This is going to bugger up the whole thing, isn't it? Right, let me just pop this water production plant. Oh, hang on, I need to stand on here, don't I? Right, and then we grab the pipe. Right, I also now need to redo that wire, I just realised. So I can go onto there. Gotta love the way that, I mean, it's a simple divisibility thing with maths, this. This will also be, when I get the other two working at some point, that'll be fine. Have a check. That's almost up to full. That's not bad. And hang on a minute. If I stand up here, can I get a better view? I'll stand on this one. This is not the best way to line stuff up, but right, you go there, and then if I no, get off snap. It wouldn't stop snapping. I've run out of rubber again? My god, how much rubber do they take? 50. 50 rubber a piece. Right, okay. So I should have snaffled a little bit more. Come on. Ooh. Right, I've got over 50, so I've got enough for the power station. So this will give us another gigawatt of power, whilst also guaranteeing the extra plastic supply, which we desperately need. Because if you see the thing that's up the top there, where it says what I need for is like the computer, then the computer requires plastic for 2 things, I believe it is. Right, and then this one just goes there. Got a doggo over there. Right, so now if I 1, 2, 3, I'm just going to, for speed at the minute, I'm just going to hook these to the thing. The only reason they haven't triggered yet is because there isn't the fuel, the power connection now. Once you hook them up to the slightest thing, there you go, they hook in. And now I just need to hook this pole into anything I can hook it into. That's annoying. Unless I can get that I can. There we go. So now if I jump down here, we've now got 4.6 gigawatts. Our connections have gone up from 1.6 to 2.1, and instead of 700 megawatts, we're now using 1.2 gigawatts because of all the extra stuff. Somebody's not settled in yet. We do have a power station that's not quite sorted. Just going to quick check. Wolfie's being a pirate again. Right, so we have power. Not only do we have power, we've now got lots of polymer, which is coming out, it's going into them. But I can increase this, because those are using everything that they can use just at the minute. So I will have some tidy up work to do. All 4 of these will come into use. Now you can see we've got a nice decent amount of plastic coming across. And we're loading that plastic into there. Still a long way short of what we need, but hello back, how are you doing? Right, so we now have 4.6 gigawatts of power, and we will upgrade that. But now that that's all upgraded, we are going to head back to the base. We'll take our little buggy car. So all of that's now going to be getting picked up by the trains and run along. Oh, have a quick drink. The trains are ahead of me somewhere. Let's have a look on the map. They're both at the station waiting. I did finally get the lines tidy, so they kind of work, but I still think they need a little bit more tidy up. And I know the computers are required for signaling, so I do need to see about sorting out a thing for that. Here's one. That's the rubber train. You can tell because it's black. I'll just get a side view as it goes past. There we go. Plastic train is blue. I mean, basically, color coding is quite easy. I mean, like, you are limited on your things, but you can customize all the colors. Just don't use a color and then customize its base position, because everything then will then change. And there's the plastic train in blue. Right. Almost back to base. So it is a bit wider, this bridge, than I was assisted by #BlameStar for the building. Right, we need to take pipes over to the motor factory. I've just realised what my fuel level is as well. That is not good. There we go. Our fuel level was pretty poor. Right, now that it's been running plastic back and forth, hopefully there's a bit more, so I can stick it in the thing there. Right. 1, 2, 3, 4. Right, this is good, because what I'll do if I stick some in here, stick 2.5 in there, and then I will stick 2.5. This is what I'm saying about needing the plastics for stuff, because this one is producing the computers, and you need these for signaling and all sorts. Now I only need 50 for the railway signaling milestone, so we can go and do a milestone whilst we're here. Drive round to the other side. I've still got a lot of clearing to do, a bit more deforestation. We haven't done any mass exploring yet. We'll have to do some exploring. Is anywhere that there's an oil setup. Right. Oh, keep doing that.
Milestone reached. Train signals placed on train rails can control and improve train behavior. This helps to avoid events
We're going
where
for a
multiple trains
fly.
attempt to occupy the same physical location. For information related to earlier train events, please refer to your employee non-disclosure agreement.
Didn't die this time. You can see one of the trains coming in down there. You even get out. Oh, and there's one of the trains leaving as well. Because if you go into camera mode, we can remove our position. There I am, standing on the top of the thing. So that's where we've built all the power stations, right down over there. That's the bridge. And that's the train station. That's the original base with all of its bits. There's one of the trains leaving. Disappearing off to the side. Now the conveyor belts are showing up when we look at the two places there, but for some reason some of the buildings don't show up until you zoom in a bit more. But you can see how we have the screws off to the left. We still have a spare what do you call it? A spare miner. That's the one I was looking for. I know from a scan we did that center of the screen approximately there is now a mining point for copper over there, so we will have to make use of that at some point. We still haven't built the thing over there, but the other thing that we're trying to do, and you can see it from here, is we have some markers over there, because when Star was jumping around and doing some exploring, she found some liquid nitrogen, or gaseous nitrogen I should say. Now the marker on the right is the one where it is, so what we need to do is build a bridge so we can run a train, because we need the liquid nitrogen to mix with other things. I can't remember all the things we need it for now. But we will have to bring it over and find a spot to put it. But it needs water. So if I can, I might take it over to that if there's room to stick another water extractor. And put a water extractor in there. I might have to do some jiggling because I think we're a little short on extraction. Oh, train coming back. But yes, I've actually come underneath that. But as you can see, apart from the green bit, and there's plenty of water over there, and there's plenty of water to the side, just not where it's most useful. There is water down there. So you can see there's water behind where the nitrogen is. So I might make use of that lake. Could push it that way. I still want to run a bridge across. But it goes from that to like a deserty bit on the edge of where we are. That, I'm not sure exactly what that is. It's full of trees and stuff which haven't rendered in. There's a desert area over the far side, as you can see. So, right. Does make our whole base look a little bit weird. Oh, there's two trains crossing in the night. One empty, one full. So that's quite cool. Right, let's go back to a view because we have to go down. So we need to do some bridge building. Not that we've got much time left for today, but we're going to fall off. And we will select the next milestone before we edge over there. Right, so that's come back in. So we have pipes and blueprints. If we do pipes, we have to make those frames, which means we need another thing to be manufactured. I believe we're still making smart plates with this one, if I remember rightly. Yeah. So, and that is to make, tell you what, let's take some smart plates. Rather than go to the bridge, we'll have a look at this because come around here. Because we topped up the one making the computers, but we didn't top this one up. Smart plates. Oh, yeah. Now, what does this one need? Motors! And I don't have any motors on me, do I? Do I? Or do I? I do have 20 left. Because this is making the modular thingies. Let's have a quick look. Right, I'll take 50 of them. And we're going to do a circular route. Because we're going to go and get some motors from our motor factory, dump them in there, but we'll also get rid of the first modular engines into the thing. So this is the next step for the space elevator. Alright, I've got all of those motors. We'll head to the space elevator first. Right, here we go. First elevator. I didn't leave anything in there, did we? No, we didn't. Right. So, there we go. So we need another 450 of them. I've got to do the thing for the adaptive control units, which I think that's what we need the automated wiring for that I started manufacturing, but I'll have to make some bits and pieces for that. So if the update for No Man's Sky does come out Wednesday, we'll be doing the update on Thursday and we'll be back in this on the Friday. If it doesn't come out, we'll probably be back in here because obviously we want to get as far as we can, but I'll see what tidying up I can do, although I am rather busy this week meeting up with some people. So as that's now running, how many did it make? 1 a minute, so yeah, that's another, 450 minutes I'd have to run for to get all of that. This is why I have this stuff running. I will just double check the plastic. The more plastic we get, the better. But I will sort out the... I mean, to make the computers, you need plastic to make a component, and you need plastic to add to everything once you're done. Fun and games. Right. There's not... Oh, hang on. One of those was also rubber, wasn't it? Have a look. I think we're okay on the river. We're okay on the river, because I've got a good supply of river at the minute. But there we go. Right, turn around here. We'll have a quick look at what I was talking about before we disappear for the day. I must take some more of that copper over as well. I also think I just went to the wrong place. I did go to the wrong place. This is not the piece you're looking for. Signposts are going to be a really good thing. So whilst we're waiting for the motor unit things to manufacture over 450 minutes worth of time, I will make a start on the bridge, because this bridge has to be, it's going to be like the other bridge, it has to be wide enough to drive, but it has to be wide enough for trains. So we'll probably have some kind of transportation something going on. Because the way I was looking at it, actually got the engine running today, that makes a change. So that's the void down there. That's the dodgy road, which links over there somewhere, but you can also drive around. But what we want to do is actually go that way, sort of thing. If we fall off while building the bridge, it would be a very bad thing, because it's not like if you fall in the water or anything, because I'll get to the edge. I'm not going to drive too close, because that's not good. But yeah, the void. It's right on the edge of the map. And so basically our marker points, yeah, that will be where the nitrogen is, and the other marker is approximately here, and that's the water that was also marked. So the train should be going across here like this, and then it'll turn and come into there. But this will also feed down to the lake, which is there. This is oil. I can't remember what that is. These are crash sites, which Star marked up as well. So, and then there's just this side of the lake. So this will probably be taken down to here where the water is. And then I've got to work out what else it is that we need to do. But yeah, the trains are going to run across the void, because why not have dangerous trains? That sounds perfectly fun. And for some reason it's absolutely tipping it down in the game, so that's fun. We drive down into the crater. This is one of the more mild craters. I think one of the entire biomes in this is actually classed as a crater. Bauxite. That's for aluminium, I believe. Just pick that up just for in case it lets me research the item, because I don't think it's scannable yet. But I'll get back to there. But yeah, so with more than doubled power, I'm trying to remember exactly what we were at. I think we had 1.6 gigawatts, and from that we were in danger of it potentially crashing the power grid. And now we've got 4.6, so we've added 3 gigawatts of power. So we're about 2.5 times power off, which is good. This is very good. So that's where we're going to leave off for today. I will catch everybody next week. I hope you enjoyed the video tomorrow and on Tuesday. And I will catch everyone later on. Thanks for watching and bye for now.